All right, man, peace. So firstly, brothers, I just want to thank all of you who decided to pledge to my Patreon channel, as well as everyone else who enjoys the content that I present on YouTube and decided to pledge on Patreon. I also have to give a thanks to the brother Quasi Williams, who asked me a question that made me think in regards to exactly what I was using this platform of Patreon for. He asked, what's the difference between what you're doing on YouTube and what you're doing on Patreon? This was before I was even familiar with exactly what Patreon was. I just had this platform just to have it. And he made me understand that if people are going to decide to pledge due to the fact that they enjoy my content, they should be privy to certain exclusive material that's not available on YouTube. So that's what Patreon is going to be for. They're going to be anywhere from 15 to maybe even 35, 40 videos per month that will be on Patreon that will not be available on YouTube, just as a thanks to those who choose to pledge. And that brings me to my next point. I just want to make sure that everyone understands who has pledged to Patreon exactly what the concept of Patreon.com is. It harkens back to the medieval time period where you had artisans, craftsmen, sculptors, etc., musicians who needed to have time to work on their craft, and they needed rich or affluent patrons who would basically subsidize them with the understanding that time is money. So in order for that artist or that creative person to make high-level material or high-level product, they needed that time period to develop the product. That's where a patron comes in. So once again, please understand that, for example, if you decided to pledge $5, that's not the same as a donation. Basically, your pledge is going to be actionized for every creative endeavor. So for example, if you decided that you were going to pledge $2, if I upload 30 videos to Patreon.com in that 1 month period, they're going to charge you $2 for every video. So they would charge you $60. The reason why I'm saying that is please make sure that you have your account configured correctly. If you only mean to pledge $2 a month, please make sure that your maximum amount is configured that way under your account. If all you've done is say, I'm going to pledge $10, once again, please keep in mind that that's what you're going to be billed per creation. Please understand that. So for those of you who did not know that, please go back, reconfigure your account so that nothing that you're unaware of occurs and you're put in a rough situation financially because you thought you were just going to send $5 or $7 and now I've uploaded 25 videos and you're getting charged out the wazoo. Once again, please make sure if you had a misunderstanding of what Patreon was about that you reconfigure your account. If all you choose to pledge is $1 or $2 per month, please make sure that that is set under your max amount. And that brings me to my other topic, if I've not mentioned it yet. The content on Patreon.com is going to be in reference to most of the serious topics that are occurring that brothers want me to speak about. YouTube will still be a forum that I upload and publish videos on, but it'll be more pertaining to certain things that I want to speak about towards the so-called black man on the day-to-day, i.e. relationship topics or things of that nature, sports, things that I can also use to parlay into serious conversations. But this platform right here will be more for straightforward, serious issues or some of the hottest topics of the month. Also, I have the website that we're still working through, the little bit of kinks that are left. That will be for things like documentaries per se, in-depth film breakdowns, so on and so forth. But once again, thank you for all of you who have decided to pledge. Once again, please, if you're unaware of what the concept of patronage is, make sure that you configure your account. I'm going to say it one more time. If you pledge $5, you're going to be billed that, or that pledge is going to be actionized per creation. So if you pledge $5 and I upload and publish 20 exclusive videos on Patreon, and once again, all the videos that I put on Patreon will not be found on YouTube or even on my website. The videos that are on Patreon, please make sure that you're not getting billed per video if you were unaware of that. If you already know about that and you're fine with it, it is what it is. I appreciate that. So peace.